ZEnglish is a school with teachers from all over the world. If you like our videos, subscribe and head to zenglish.jp for a free class. Click the links in the description below to see our latest offers. Ooh, that's an impossibly complex question. Manners are so much a matter of nuance and culture. What one family considers a rude might be perfectly acceptable in another. In the UK, we have a basic set of politeness rules that can be summed up with say please and thank you. So, when you make a request, it's best to say please, and when someone does something for you, it's best to say thank you. People in the UK also hate it when people jump the queue. Queuing respectfully is at the heart of common decency.
Eating with your mouth closed. There's no question about it. It's something to be learned in infancy and done throughout your life. Nobody wants to hear your food going, and nobody wants to see it being chewed. Disgusting. I suppose that's more bad manners I dislike. Then again, good manners are really just the absence of bad manners. The other one I'm keen on is you should apologize like you mean it, or don't apologize at all.
From when I was little, I was told that there are two important words that I should always be able to say. Those are thank you and I'm sorry. I think being able to say these are good manners that everyone should have. In other words, everyone should be grateful and stay humble. I think saying these words are important so you can have a good impression on others. I'm sure everyone would prefer to interact with people who are humble rather than conceited and unappreciative.
I think this is a tricky question to answer because manners are subjective to a particular culture. What's good in one culture might not be so in other places. I've often heard that in Japan it's good to slurp your ramen noodles as you eat, but that certainly doesn't fly in Canada. So, what are good manners in Canada? When you sit down to eat, you should take off your hat. And these days, it's probably a good idea to put away your smartphone, at least while you're eating.
There are many different manners throughout various areas of life, but ultimately, I think it's just about being considerate, saying please, saying thank you, not interrupting people, asking for permission, introducing yourself correctly, using eating utensils properly, and so on. One thing that really bothers me is when people cough or burp and they do not cover their mouths and say, "Excuse me," afterward. Personally, this comes naturally for me and I don't even have to think about doing so. For some people, though, they don't even think to do so. This behavior really irks me, especially so these days since we are in a pandemic.
When it comes to good manners, there is the obvious please, thank you, not interrupting when someone is talking, or the keep your mouth shut while you're chewing your food. However, there are other manners that people sometimes are not so conscious of. Letting someone go ahead of you through a door or in a line, putting things back correctly after using them for something that people could publicly use, or making sure you're not making too much noise past a certain time or in a public area where noise should be limited. I think it's always important that we should act not only for ourselves, but think of others as well.